All of the in-game wand customizations have been leaked and confirmed. I have an entire overview to go over with you. What's up, world? We're breaking into the video, and today we got a special one because we're talking about all things wands in Hogwarts Legacy. And as of this morning, the entire footage from the wand customization screen has been leaked, so I'm going to have the entire overview of basically everything about the wands, basically an ultimate guide for now. And I think this is the best we could do for now because I'm going to cover literally everything. Wand cores, wood types, all of that stuff. Okay, so let's start off with there are actually 8 different wand styles. Now this is a bit different than the online quiz portion, as the quiz portion is just core options and length. There's actually a wand style, and there's 8 different wand styles, and you can click on each one and see all the different wand styles. There is quite a different range there. Now there also is 3 variations of the wood color itself. However, with each wand, with each wand style, I should say, there are different variations of wood color. So there's going to be there's one that had kind of marble-ish, and there was some brown one. There's all different colors. They're kind of thinking basic wood types there. Again, I'm going to have a link down below to different wood types. Now there are actually 38 different wood types, and I'm going to have the link down below for all the different wood types, and there's a long description here of all different types of how the wood looks like, and also kind of the characteristics and traits and attributes around the wood type itself, kind of how it pertains to you as a person. So this is a really good read up, and I do highly suggest going through this. Now next up we do have length. Now it does look like the range is also the same for length, as 9.5 is the smallest, the minimum that you can have the wand, and then 14.5 should be the max length that you could have the wand. And this does vary in quarters, so it's going to be 9.5 inches, then 9.75, 10 inches, 10.25, 10.5. You get the idea. So it'll go in quarter lengths. It's kind of nice. It's definitely a lot of variance in there, especially all the quarters. I thought it was just going to be in a half. I didn't know there would be quarters, so that's kind of cool. Now, it does look like there's going to be all 19 flexibility types. I'm going to have the mega list down below for all of this stuff, so that way you can check it out for yourself and kind of read up on it. But yeah, so far, everything from the actual quiz seems to be there, because I know there was something about the house stuff, where the house only asked 2 questions in-game, where there is around 7 or 8 or 9 questions online. But this does have every single wand type and attribute, etc. It has all of them from the Wizarding World quiz, so it's all safe there. And again, this does seem like a selection screen more so than taking from the quiz itself. So I don't think there's any quiz to be taken, or at least I can't tell from the footage that was leaked. It just seems like you're able to pick your wand. Now maybe there's a choice just like the houses, where you can either use the 2 quiz questions, the quiz online, or the in-game choice. Maybe there's the same thing with the wand, but so far it just seems like you're just picking your wand. So if you wanted to be more in-depth, I really do suggest taking that Wizarding World quiz and just see what you get. You don't have to import it, and you could just make a random account. You don't even need to you can use a 10-minute email if you don't want to tie it to anything. There's no confirmation link, so you can just use one of those and then just kind of go through the quiz answers and see how it plays out. And again, we do have all wand cores: the unicorn hair, the dragon heartstring, and the phoenix feather. So they're all there, and there'll be a little selection screen. They kind of have a little picture to showcase you what they kind of each look like, and that again is another customization that you can do with your wand. Now, after all is said and done, once you get through all of these customization options and you've selected everything, there's going to be a couple tabs. You'll be able to just view the wand in general. So you can just kind of see the wand, you can spin it around 360 and kind of look at it and kind of see how it is. And then it will also show you all of the attributes that you selected on the wand, so you can see the wood type, the core type, flexibility, and wand length. So that'll all be displayed, and you can kind of tell, do I really want this one? And you can go back to the customizations and kind of reorganize if you didn't want to do that. I wonder if there's going to be some form of currency with this, and they did say there was a few confirmations from my last video on that full game leak video, so if you want to check that out as well, there's a ton of questions in there that weren't answered in this one. But overall, he talked about the wand handle customization kind of being a thing after you get the wand, so it does look like even though you'll set these attributes up, you'll still be able to change the handle itself, or maybe there's going to be different customizations there. I wonder if that'll affect the wood type. It doesn't seem like it, or things of that nature. I guess we'll kind of see. It's probably just some sort of cosmetic wrapping around either your wand or making it look a little bit different, but it is nice to note that you will be able to change this a little bit, as far as we know, after making the Ollivander's customizations and all of that nature. Now, it was nice to see the footage of Ollivanders, and it does say online, like according to like all this stuff in the lore, that it costs 7 galleons for Ollivander's wands, and so I wonder if there's going to be some sort of in-game currency to where you have to spend at his shop, or if it's just going to be, like I said earlier, if you can just go back, or if you could just recustomize it, or if you have to pay that fee, or if you can even go back and buy another wand. Now, it does also say that usually most wizards get their first wand at 11, and I know that we're a 5th year, so we're a little bit late into the game, but we do start, and I will answer a few of the questions about the wand from the full game linked video. We do start with a hand-me-down wand, and so we'll, like right when we start the game, we'll have some like base wand, and then once we get to Ollivander's, we'll be able to switch it out. So it seems like you'll kind of have like a baseline one that's not really like customized. It's probably just going to be like a piece of wood, whatever normal is, and then at some point you'll be able to switch out the wand for the one that you'll customize. Now, as a side note, we do start at Diagon Alley apparently, so I wonder if we'll get to Ollivander's pretty quickly, but then the hand-me-down wand doesn't really make a lot of sense, although maybe that's just supposed to be there in the beginning scenes. I do wonder where that came from or how that's all going to play out. I also want to add that if you're into astrology or anything of that nature, there is a Celtic calendar that I just saw here that is for like astrology purposes, and this will basically align you to certain wood types. And so if you want to kind of correlate whatever wood that you're using to kind of your birth date, you can also use this little calendar to kind of navigate that. So I'm also going to include that down below. Just as a quick side note, I do have another video on how to basically make another account over and over again on the Wizarding World website so that you can keep taking the quiz if you wanted to play around with all the different wand customizations and all the little different things in here, because it is fun to note of like how different answers and what they would give you, and also you will be able to import that wand. So I do have a video and kind of guide on how to do that as well, and I'll link that video down below too. But I hope I covered everything in this video because I want to do a full overview guide again about the wands. I know some people were questioning about some of my information and where I got it from, so I wanted to put all that together. Now, that other video that did leak, there is a video out there. I'm not going to link to it because of DMCA purposes. I'm not under any NDA or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that these videos are going to get DMCA'd because the embargo doesn't drop till the 6th, so these videos are not supposed to be published. Although they are starting to pop up everywhere. There's a bunch of them. There's like a leaked map video and the wand video. So you can search around if you want to look for that. But I'm not going to feature that here because it's probably going to get copy striked. But just like my last video, if you want to leave comments down below of exactly which wands that you got and all the different combinations, I would love to hear them all. I'm going to feature a bunch of comments here. So some of the ones from the previous videos. But I'm curious to see what you guys got. But if you enjoyed the video, I'd really like a like and subscribe. And until the next one, deuce.